Hello, everyone. Please, if you could see me and hear me, could you just type 777 on the chat if that's all right? And also, if you can, thank you, Dr. Jav. If you could also just on your video as well, it'll be really nice to see all of you. So yes, without further ado, welcome everyone, welcome families. Thank you for taking your time to be part of the Zoom call this evening. We are so fortunate as a team to have Dr. Jav, one of our chairmen and mentor. Dr. Jav is based here in the UK, in the Midlands. He is one of the top property consultant and has worked in the corporate world as well. He has been on this crypto space for almost a decade, and he has also helped impact hundreds of people. He's actually one of our crypto experts when it comes to our UK team. So we are very fortunate as a team to have Dr. Jav. So Dr. Jav, are you here? Can you hear me? And let's, hand it over to you.
Hi, Kalani, how are you? Thank you for that amazing introduction. And if you can all hear me, again, please drop me a 777 in the chat box and we will make a start very, very shortly. So drop me a 777. Can you hear me? And also, I want to make this interactive so that I can answer your questions as we go along. So that way we've covered all angles. So again, I want to just give me a second. So can you all hear me? Is my microphone working?
Yeah,
also,
it is.
let me know where you are from. What part of the country are you from? Let me know where you're from. And also, just to help everybody out, this video is also, or this webinar is also being recorded. And I'm also live on YouTube as well. So you will get the link following this webinar. And please share this link with everybody that you know that wants to learn about cryptocurrency. So we have people here from Sydney, Australia. Welcome, Callie, from Sydney, Australia, Winchester, North Yorkshire, Nottingham. So quite a few people from the UK, Australia, amazing, amazing place. So again, my name is Dr. Jav. Thank you for your time. And before I make a start, I just want to give you a brief introduction as to who I am. So you're probably thinking, you know, who's this crazy dude on the call here? But I'll give you an introduction to who I am. Very, very briefly, I used to work in the city. I was a consultant. And I decided that I could not work 80 hours a week anymore, absolutely hated it. And I jacked in the job and I actually became a property millionaire within 3 years of leaving that position. And then I started trading cryptocurrencies. Now I've been trading now for a very, very long time. I started off by mining cryptocurrency. Does anybody actually know what mining is? I'm going to keep my chat box open so I can answer your questions as we go along, both on this Zoom call and also on YouTube as well. If you have any questions, let me know those questions. So I started off with mining, which basically means that you're investing in the technology behind the production of any particular cryptocurrency. In this case, it was Bitcoin. From mining myself, I used cloud mining. I then started investing, hodling, and also trading cryptocurrencies as well. And the rest, as they say, is history. So the rest is history. Now, today, I'm going to try and keep this call to the basic level. We're not going to go too intense or too deep because I don't want to lose you all. And again, if you feel it's too basic for you, do let me know and I'll change the course of the webinar as we go along. Is that okay? Let me know in the chat box. Is that okay for you guys? Yes, okay, brilliant. So if you can see I'm going to share my screen now. If you can see my screen, again, let me know that you can see my screen. Okay, brilliant. So I'm just going to close one of my windows so I can focus on what I'm talking about. Okay, brilliant. So basically, does anybody, just so I know where we are, does anybody actually trade cryptocurrencies at the moment? Does anybody actually invest in cryptocurrencies at the moment? Okay, so we've got a mixed bag. Now, Bitcoin, as we all know, is the largest cryptocurrency in the marketplace. Bitcoin is the largest crypto in the marketplace. Can you see my mouse cursor? Drop me a 333 if you can see my mouse cursor. So this is Bitcoin. It has a market capitalization of $1.2 trillion. So the market cap, the total value of Bitcoin currently in the market is around $1.2 trillion. So it's a big amount of money. And currently the total market cap, I don't know if you're going to believe this, has now gone beyond $3 trillion. So for any of you that have been following me for months or years, you will know that I've been talking about this for a very, very long time. Just a few months ago, the market capitalization of all cryptocurrencies was only, I'd say, between $1 and $2 trillion. So it was going between $1 and $2 trillion. But recently, in fact, just within the last 24 hours, last couple of days, we've now gone beyond $3 trillion. That is massive for cryptocurrency. The lay public, when I say the lay public, I'm talking about people who don't believe or know much about cryptocurrency. The lay public still think cryptocurrency is a scam. And one of the reasons for that is media. And if you follow the crypto space, you will know that whatever the media tells you to do, you have to do the direct opposite. So again, if you look at my earlier trainings, I've got a lot of trainings currently on social media. And obviously we have the academy as well, where you will get access to your private training as well. So what the media tells you, you need to do the direct opposite. If the media is telling you to buy, let's say, Bitcoin, then you sell Bitcoin. If the media is telling you to sell Bitcoin, then you buy Bitcoin. If you do the direct opposite to what the media tells you, you can do extremely well from this space. Now, Bitcoin has moved up by around between 7 and 8% in the last 7 days. In the last 7 days, Bitcoin has gone beyond the previous all-time high. The current price of one Bitcoin is currently around $66,000. The good news is that you don't need to buy one entire Bitcoin. You do not need to spend $66,000 to buy one Bitcoin. You can buy a Satoshi. One Satoshi is 1/100 millionth of a Bitcoin. You can even invest $10 in Bitcoin. So it doesn't matter what your budget is. Your budget is irrelevant. Even if you only have $10 or $20, you can start in the crypto space, which is why so many people are now beginning to show interest in cryptocurrencies. Now, whether you like this or not, within the next few years, could be 5 years, could be quicker than that, could be 10 years, within the next few years, we will move towards digital currency and there will not be fiat currency anymore, or there'll be very little fiat currency left in the world. There are many, many countries currently around the world where they have already adopted cryptocurrency to be their primary currency, or they're moving towards making it their primary currency. Now, if you just look at the timeline of what's been happening in, let's just say, in the last few months, Bitcoin has been all over the place. The price of Bitcoin has been crazy. So if you can see my chart here, again, drop me a 555 in the chat box and I will then continue. I'm just going to move my chat box down so I can see what I'm doing at the same time. So if you look at Bitcoin, this is actually trading view. This is showing you what's happening just with Bitcoin. Let's focus on Bitcoin first before we look at other altcoins as well. The previous high of Bitcoin was around $64,500, and that occurred on the 13th or 14th of April. Since then, we've surpassed that all-time high. And in fact, we hit a new all-time high of almost $67,000 on the 20th of October. And currently, I'd say that $70,000, $72,000 is in play. So let me give you an example. If you were to buy one Bitcoin today, let's assume you got $65,000, you went out into the marketplace and you bought one Bitcoin. If you held that Bitcoin just for a few days, we feel, based on our analysis, based on looking at what the market's doing, that the price will hit $72,000 very, very soon. If the price today is 65, it goes to $72, you have made $7,000 profit, and all you've done is trade twice. You buy when the price is low and you sell when the price is high. Now, cryptocurrency can be a lot more volatile than forex, for example. It can be extremely volatile. And again, even if you look at this, when the price was $58,000 on the 12th of May, it dropped down to $30,000. So from 50,000, let's have a look at this 1 second. So the price dropped from around, I wasn't looking at that, I was looking at this one here. So the price dropped from around $58,000 to, what was it, at $29,000. That was quite a big drop of 49%. So it dropped by 49% in just the space of a few days. That's almost 50% drop in the price of cryptocurrency. Obviously, that's a drop. The price of cryptocurrency can move extremely fast as well. On the up cycles, for example, here, it went from $40,000 up to $66,000. Again, in this case, 61% in just the space of a few days. That is how fast cryptocurrency can move. And that is why when it comes to trading cryptocurrencies, you don't need to do leverage trading. Many people do leverage trading, especially in foreign exchange. You get the common question, what leverage shall I use, this, that, and the other. When it comes to crypto trading, you can do extremely well from just trading directly on the exchange. So just trading directly on the exchange, for example, that can be Coinbase, it can be Kraken, it can be crypto.com. Doesn't matter what exchange you are using. All you're doing is buying when the price is low and selling when the price is high. Obviously, you can't short or long, well, you can long your positions. You can't really short your positions on the exchange, but you can do that through MT4 and leverage trading. But if you keep it to the basic level, you can actually trade cryptocurrencies directly on the exchange. So we all know this, very, very easy to do. You buy low and you sell high. Buy low, sell high. And you can do very, very well just from this. I'm not making any specific income claims on this webinar. We have people in our very, very close circle, in my close circle, that have made, you're looking at 7 figures plus. 7 figures plus in the space of just, I'd say, 3 or 4 weeks. And that has been done from exchange trading. They didn't even need to do leverage trading. So I know people that have started off with just $500, and within the space of 2 years, they've gone beyond the 7-figure mark. If you don't know what 7 figures is, we're talking 1 million plus basically. So from a start of $500, they've been able to achieve 7 figures or certainly 6 figures from just following the basic concept of selling high or basically buying low. So it's the same in any business. The same applies to cryptocurrencies as well. Now, many people keep thinking or keep saying to themselves, the price of Bitcoin is too high. The price of Bitcoin is too high. Why should I buy Bitcoin today? I mean, come on, it's $65,000, $66,000. Why should I buy Bitcoin today? It's too high. Now, let me tell you about a conversation I had with someone, one of my clients or prospective clients. We're going back a few years now. At that point in time, the price of one Bitcoin was $3,000. And he said to me, it's a scam, it's a con, it doesn't work, digital money, it's not real. $3,000, it's too expensive. Bitcoin, just a few years ago, you could have bought Bitcoin for $100. Why should I pay $3,000? And what I said to him was that $3,000 is extremely cheap compared to $1 million. And that is where Bitcoin is going. Again, I'm focusing on just the one cryptocurrency at this stage. Bitcoin will hit at least $1 million in our opinion, not this bull run, but potentially on the next bull run. Now, when it comes to bull runs and cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, we have a bull run every 4 or so years. Every 4 or so years, a little bit like Halley's Comet, which comes, what is it, every 76 years or something? Bitcoin has something known as halvening every 4 years. I'll show you the chart for this shortly, but whenever there's a halvening, there's a reduction in the supply of any particular asset, in this case Bitcoin, and wherever it says start of new cycle, that's when the halvening has occurred. Now, currently, we are around here. So you can't see it here because obviously this is right up until today, the date, and you can't see it, but if I was to pan across, we are around here. We are coming towards our second peak. Looking at this chart, the hodl waves, there's around 3 peaks per cycle. So you can see them, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to see the same again, 3 peaks in the cycle. The second peak, we feel, could hit at least $100,000. the second peak for Bitcoin will potentially hit $100,000. I mean, come on, we're not far off $70,000. What's $100,000? It's only $30,000 more, and we'll be around here $90,000, $100,000 on the second peak. Following the second peak, the price for Bitcoin will come back down again. And again, what's going to happen in the marketplace is that the media is going to say, you know, don't buy Bitcoin. When the price comes down, they'll say don't buy. When the price is going or gone to its peak or at its peak, they will tell you to buy, because they know that when you buy at the peak, you will potentially lose money, as 76% of investors do. 76% of traders on average lose money in the markets. And again, when they lose money, it's the banks, the corporates, the billionaires that are making that money. So again, back to what I said earlier at the beginning, do not follow what the media is saying. So on the second peak of those hodl waves that I showed you earlier, on that second peak, we will potentially hit $90,000, $100,000. The price will come back again, we'll have a pullback. And on the third wave, does anybody actually know what we are expecting for the third wave for Bitcoin? During this bull run, we are expecting Bitcoin to go beyond $200,000, potentially even $300,000. And again, this will happen very, very quickly. It will happen extremely quickly, so much so that you won't even know that it's happened. However, being a member of the Academy, our mastermind group, we actually teach this information every single day. We have the live sessions in the back office, and if you are able to access them, we will actually show you and teach you where the peaks are, and we will tell you when to get out of the market. So again, like I said, just to summarize briefly, we will see some amazing peaks in the price of Bitcoin, where the price will surpass $65,000. It'll go beyond $70,000, $100,000. The price will come back down again, and then we are going to see the massive peaks. We saw this in 2017, where the price of one Bitcoin hit $20,000, and it did it very, very quickly. And I remember this clearly because I was in the market in 2017. And if I just show you here what happened in 2017, you'll be able to better understand what I'm saying. So just bear with me a second while I move my chat box out of the way. So in 2017, we saw this peak here. And again, if you were in the market in 2017, you'll know what I'm talking about. Just prior to that peak, in November 2017, the price of one Bitcoin was just around $5,000, $6,000, and it went up to almost $20,000 in the space of just a few days. That's an increase of 200 or almost 250%, 250% in just a few days. We're going to see something very, very similar, and it's going to happen very, very quickly. And the peak or the peaks will be hit in probably just a few hours or a couple of days. And once it's hit that peak, let's assume the peak is $200,000. Once it hits $200,000, if you don't catch that peak, you will miss it. The price will come down extremely quickly, as you can see here again in 2017, where it hit that peak. So in 2017, it hit that peak of $20,000, let's say, and it came down to just, well, under $6,000. So from $20,000 to $6,000, that's a drop of 70%. It was a drop of 17% in just a few days. In fact, just a couple of weeks. But prior to that, we had a reduction in price. So the peak was reached in December 2017. By the time we were as far as, let me just map it out 1 second, make it a bit bigger. By the time we'd got to, let's have a look. What date is that? January the 18th, the price had already dropped by 50%. So the price is going to go, let's say, to $200,000, and then within a few days, it'll be back down to $100,000 again. And again, the media will indicate to people to buy when you should sell and sell when you should buy. So many people, the retail public, 76% of investors will lose money again at that point. And the people that are making money, or the corporates that are making money, the merchant banks, the billionaires, will obviously become trillionaires at that point. So just bear that in mind. And again, if you do some deeper research, there are some outlets which are stating that Bitcoin will hit or go beyond 6 figures, and it's looking extremely likely that that could happen very, very quickly. Now, I talked about Bitcoin halvening earlier. The next halvening date, make a note of this in your diaries, is around March the 26th, 2024. In 2022, we are likely to see the all-time high of Bitcoin being achieved. Once it's hit that all-time high, the price will come down again. So if the price goes up to $200,000, let's say as an example, potentially the price could come back down to, I don't know, $30,000, $40,000 again after it's hit that all-time high. So the price will come down very, very quickly, and you need to make sure that you come out of the market, you buy your stable coins at that point. And that is why we have this training. This is why we have this amazing mastermind academy, because we'll teach you which coins to buy and when to buy those coins. A lot of people in the marketplace talk about something known as the flippening. Currently, the second largest coin in the marketplace is Ethereum. Ethereum, or ETH, is the second largest coin in the marketplace, and currently 1 ETH is around $4,700. So currently ETH is around $4,700, and again, we are looking at something crazy that could potentially happen with ETH as well. So just bear with me while I fix this chart, and then you can see what's happening with ETH. So again, around the same time as Bitcoin hit its all-time high, previously the all-time high for Ethereum was around $1,500. That was the previous all-time high for Ethereum. The current all-time high for ETH actually, funnily enough, happened today. And today the price of ETH went to around $4,800. So if you don't want to buy Bitcoin, or you feel that you fancy a whole coin, one entire coin, and you don't want to spend $67,000, then you can buy 1 ETH potentially. And 1 ETH is around $4,700. You can go to any exchange that lists ETH. You can have your accounts verified, whether it's Coinbase is an exchange. It's a very good exchange for beginners. We have Kraken, we have crypto.com, and there are many other exchanges that you can use. So it doesn't really matter which exchange you use, but you can actually go onto an exchange and buy Ethereum right away for $4,700. We are expecting the price of ETH to hit or go beyond 5 figures. So it'll go beyond $10,000. $5,000 is very much in play. Again, if you look at my videos from a few months ago, I've been talking about the $5,000 mark for a very, very long time. ETH will hit $5,000 very, very soon. If you bought 1 ETH today, held it for a few days, and it goes beyond $5,000, you'll be looking at around $300 profit, and all you've done is traded twice. Obviously, you have the natural ebbs and flows in the market. We always get this, but ETH will follow Bitcoin. As Bitcoin shoots up in price, Ethereum will follow Bitcoin, and many people, or some people, sorry, think that in the future we'll have something known as flippening. Flippening is when the market capitalization of Ethereum will exceed the market cap of Bitcoin. So there'll be more value for Ethereum in the marketplace than Bitcoin. That is known as flippening. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Currently, ETH has a market cap of around 45% that of Bitcoin. So how can you actually start trading these cryptocurrencies? Well, initially, before you start trading these cryptocurrencies, we have an amazing program, an amazing academy, which will actually teach you and show you how to trade these. So my recommendation is for you to go into your back office and click the DCX button. Click the digital currency button, and that will actually show you all the training that we have at a basic level. This stuff is at that level is very, very basic. And if you go to my YouTube channel, so if you're watching this on YouTube at the moment, obviously you are on my channel already, but if you're on the Zoom webinar, if you go to my YouTube channel, to find that, you just search Dr Jav, so DR space JAV. That is my YouTube channel. If you search that channel out, subscribe and hit the bell icon, you'll be notified of any future videos. And again, I have some training on that which shows you how to use the back office. So if you search this title here, you will find that training, and that will show you how to use the back office. I'm not going to go into detail on how to do that today because I've done the training for that already. So search this training out and then watch that training, and that will show you how to use the back office. So let me just see if there's any questions at this stage, and I will continue. Just bear with me a second. So yeah, that will show you how to use the back office, and that is I'd say the very, very basic level. Now, once you've been through the basic training, you can then start attending the live sessions. And trust me, the live sessions are absolutely amazing. And again, if you go to the DCX page in the live sessions in the back office, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 educators, 11 mentors that will teach you how to trade cryptocurrencies. In fact, we have too much knowledge. The knowledge bank that we have is absolutely amazing. If you were to follow or just pick one mentor, for example, if you want to learn how to do exchange trading, listen to Curtis and Cobain. If you want to learn how to do, let's say, Ripple, learn all about Ripple and how to trade Ripple, then Nick Gomez is your man. Crypto Picasso is your man. If you only want to trade Bitcoin, he does cover Ethereum as well, sometimes in great detail. Now, one of our apps that I'm showing you here, this basically pumps out trading alerts every few minutes or hours. As you can see here, these are all the trading alerts for Bitcoin. And here we had a buy alert here. Following that buy alert, if you had taken that trade at $62,000, when that buy alert came out, and you can set this up on your phone so that it notifies you every time there's a new trade. You can set this up on your phone, and had you held on to that, you'd have seen yourself make around $3,000 assuming you bought one Bitcoin. So these trading alerts are very, very good. I'd say around 80% profitable. So around 80% profitable are these alerts. And we have the same again for Ethereum. So we cover the two largest coins here, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum has a lot more use case than Bitcoin, which is why some people talk about the flippening, which is when the price of, or the market cap of ETH will go beyond the market cap of Bitcoin. So as a minimum, as an absolute minimum, if you are interested in the cryptocurrency space, and I mean, if you tell me that you're not interested, I would say that you are crazy, because crypto is not going anywhere. Crypto is big. Crypto is very, very big. It's not going anywhere. So every single person on this call should be interested in the crypto space. We are moving towards digital money. In the future, there will be no pound, there will be no dollar. You will have no choice but to use cryptocurrencies. Henceforth, knowing just that little bit of information, you should be seriously interested in cryptocurrencies. There are many countries around the world, in South America, in Africa, where their local currency is useless. So they are using cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum to transact with every single day. And in fact, those countries, although they are third world countries, I would say they are ahead of the UK, the USA, rest of Europe, even Australia, because they are moving towards cryptocurrencies so much faster than we are in this country. So again, knowing what I know, it doesn't matter who you are, what part of the world you are from, you need to be in the crypto space, because digital money is the future. Now, many people trust banks. And Mike, I pose this question to every single person on this call. Do you trust your bank? I would say 99% of the world population would probably say yes. But the answer should actually be no. Because if your bank was to become bankrupt tomorrow, as many banks have become bankrupt, they've been bailed out. In the UK, we had many banks that became bankrupt in the last few years, and they were bailed out by the government. So if you have a bank account, you have money in that bank account, although there's an insurance policy in place, you could lose a good load of that money, and that money would never come back to you. So again, don't trust banks. Investors, entrepreneurs, the top 5%, we don't keep our money in banks. We do not keep our money in banks. We have multiple assets. And again, cryptocurrencies, you can have, I think there's 13,000 plus cryptocurrencies in the marketplace, 13,000 1,000 plus cryptocurrencies in the marketplace. If you don't want to buy Bitcoin, you can buy Ripple. If you don't want to buy Ripple, there's Solana, there's Tezos, there's Cardano, there's Polkadot. I could go on forever. And I'll cover those altcoins in a little bit of detail later on. But just to give you a broad overview today, you need to seriously start looking at cryptocurrencies. And I've just told you, and without giving any names, we have people within our academy, within our team, people you might even know if you are being mentored by us at the moment, who have hit well beyond the 6 figures, well beyond the 7 figures, purely from cryptocurrency, purely from exchange trading. Okay, so knowing that, that should be enough of an incentive for every single person watching this video to start taking cryptocurrency seriously, because in the future, you will have no choice. Once the market becomes regulated, once Bitcoin hits, let's say, $1 million, you will not get the huge fluctuations in price that you're seeing at the moment. So again, I don't know how long, I mean, these huge fluctuations in price, you might not see those once we have regulation. And that is why it's so important for you to start doing this today. The current bull run is going to scare a lot of people. When you see today, you know, many of you might be thinking $65,000, you've got to be joking. I'm not touching it. In 4 years' time, Bitcoin will potentially hit over $1 million, and you will kick yourself. You will say to yourself, you know what, that Dr. Jav, he didn't actually make a little bit of sense. Maybe I should have bought a bit of Bitcoin then. And I've been in the marketplace for a long time, many years, and I see the cycles. So the person that told me that $3,000 was too expensive, he's probably saying to himself, well, $65,000 now, so maybe I should have, you know, bought some Bitcoin. When the price was, I think 20, in fact, I remember the last bull run, the price in front of me, I would go to my office and the price was $13,000. I'd come back the next day, it was 14,000. The next day, 15,000. Literally every single day, the price of Bitcoin was going up in thousands, $1,000, sometimes $2,000, sometimes even $3,000. During the current bull run, you will see the price of Bitcoin going up by $10,000, maybe even $20,000 in a single day. And we have a system here where we give you signals. So these are all signals that you can take. You can take these on MT4, MetaTrader 4, or you can just do exchange trading. And again, exchange trading just means that you go to an exchange like Coinbase, and when it says to you buy Bitcoin at that level. And that's it. That's all you need to do. You can set an alert on TradingView or something, and that will actually allow you to trade that particular cryptocurrency. And again, initially, you won't have a clue as to what you're doing, and that is why we are here. That is why we do these trainings. And again, we have Bitcoin, we have Ripple, we have many cryptocurrencies that you can trade every single day. You've got ETH. So just bear in mind, this is not like foreign exchange trading. So if you go to, for example, the scalper ECC11, you might get, you know, trading alerts every few seconds. Cryptocurrency is not like that. You might get one. So if I just look at this, for example, we had one alert on the 5th of November. We had an alert. How many did we have? Yeah. We had one alert on the 3rd, one alert on the 4th, one on the 5th, and one on the 7th. And you're probably thinking, you know, I can't make a lot of money on that. But the converse is true. We had many people just on the back of one alert. You're looking at 5 figures, and in some cases, maybe even 6 figures just on the back of one alert. Obviously, it depends on how big your pot is. You can actually, I don't know what the average wage is around the world, but I mean, the people on this call, let's say the average wage, certainly in the UK, let's say it's £10 an hour, for example. Imagine if you made, I wouldn't say 10 times that, imagine if you made 1,000 times that in a single day. So 1,000 times the average wage in a single day you can make from cryptocurrency. And again, if you're a beginner on this call, you might think I'm, you know, making it all up, but trust me, none of this is made up. It happens. We have people in our team that some of you already know that have done extremely well from this space, and you can do very well. And now is as good as time as ever. Although the price might seem high, it's as good as time as ever to get started. And as a basic, I would say Bitcoin. You can write this down. Bitcoin. You should have some Bitcoin. Let's say it doesn't really matter how big your pot is. It could be $100, could be $1,000, could be $10,000. Whatever the size of your pot is irrelevant at this point, because like I said earlier, we have people in the team who started off with just, I think one guy had $500, and within the space of 3 years, he's gone beyond the 1 million mark. There's one guy who started off with, okay, this person put a bit more in. He put $20,000 in, I think, and within the space of, I would say probably 1 or 1.5 years, you're looking at about 3 million. So again, I'm trying not to make income claims. I'm not going to give any specific names, but that is what is possible with cryptocurrency. Don't over leverage yourself. Don't put in what you can't afford to lose. Basic investment advice. Put in, let's assume I know Kalani likes her chocolate. So let's assume Kalani spends, I don't know, £100 a day on chocolate. So how much would that be in a month? About $3,000. Imagine if you didn't eat all that chocolate, Kalani, and you just put that into crypto. Now, in the system that we have in the academy, we have many, many people who use the referral system, and they introduce other people to the academy. And trust me, if you are new to the academy at the moment, if you just started and you don't know how to trade yet, it doesn't matter, because we know that trading works. We have examples, thousands of examples. Even if you go to my YouTube channel, you will see testimonials from people who are doing very, very well from the crypto space. So even if you just go to my YouTube channel, Dr. Jav, have a look around, see, some of those faces you will probably recognize. We have many, many people doing very well. And what you can do is you can do pure compounding, because with the affiliate scheme, once you introduce people to the academy, you are being paid an income while you sleep, literally, and you don't have to spend all of it. You can actually put some of that into your trading account, as many people do. You can put a good percentage of the affiliate income into your trading account. So if you're working in a job, for example, I think I see a nurse's uniform. I'm not sure if that's a nurse's uniform, but we might have a nurse on the call. So if you're working as a nurse, for example, again, I've got no idea we have many nurses, by the way, in the academy. We have many doctors as well. So again, I don't know how much you make a month or whatever. Let's say it's £2,000 a month. A bulk of that would probably go on expenses. This is net. With the residual income that you're earning from this amazing academy, you can put a good percentage of that purely into crypto trading. Even if you bought, let's say, $1,000 worth of Bitcoin today, just left it, went to sleep for 4 years, you'd be looking at a profit. Because when the next bull run starts, we're looking at 7 figures. We are looking at $1 million plus during the next bull run. And again, we have an amazing, amazing training scheme that will show you and teach you how to do that. Now, when it comes to brokers, again, this is if you're doing leverage trading. There are so many brokers in the marketplace. You can use IC markets that many of you will be familiar with already for trading cryptocurrencies. You can also use other brokers like forex, and there's another one as well, JAFX. So it doesn't really matter what broker you use. It's entirely up to you how you want to trade or what you want to trade. When it comes to looking after your cryptocurrency, again, very, very important. Many people around the world, unfortunately, they try to acquire wealth by whatever means necessary. So we need to put in measures in place to secure your cryptocurrency. You can get yourself something known as a Nano ledger wallet. So very much like a normal wallet, but it means that your cryptocurrency is actually removed from the computer, from the internet. So it's a hard wallet. You can stick it in a safe, and that way you can actually secure your cryptocurrency away from the computer, because we all know computers can be hacked, especially when you're on the internet. But you can take these small measures and you can buy these wallets. Again, if you were to go to my YouTube channel, I do talk about these wallets in great detail as well. And we also have Proton Mail. It's a free email server that you can use. It has 2FA, two-factor authentication, which means that you can secure or ensure higher security for your assets. If you have a Gmail account like many of us do you know how easy it is to hack a Gmail account? Someone can jump into your Gmail account probably within, if they know what they're doing, a couple of minutes. But when it comes to Proton Mail, it's a lot more difficult to actually hack into that, because you have 2FA, two-factor authentication, and it's a good way to actually secure your currencies. There's also something known as Shield Folio, and funny enough, I have one of these, so I'll just show you mine. It's actually a waterproof book. So I just bought it because it felt like a good thing to do. But again, you can actually put your wallet addresses on here. So it's a waterproof book. So if I was to drop this in the bath, my wallet would be safe. So my wallet would still be safe if I was to drop that in the bath. So I know many people are suffering from the flood at the moment all over the world with this supposed global warming, but that's another story which I'm not going to talk about today. But again, the Stone Book is a good place to start, and you get this. You can buy one of these pens as well, so you can write in your wallet, and then you can't actually see it. Let me see if I can do a demonstration. Let's do a demonstration. So just bear with me. I haven't actually used this yet, but let's have a look. So I've written something there. Can anyone see what I've written? Someone said yes. if I shine my light on it, where is it? Can anyone make out those letters? I know it's not very clear, but so much for the demonstration. But it actually says forex, if you can see it. Well, it just means that you can secure your wallet addresses further. Now, some of you are probably thinking, what's this crazy dude talking about? But trust me, once you've got millions of dollars worth of cryptocurrency, you don't want your wallet addresses lying around. And this is a very good way to secure your wallet addresses and also your private keys. And it just means that only you have access to that. So yeah, when it comes to crypto, there's a lot of things we need to talk about. But today was only meant to be an introduction to cryptocurrency. And trust me, the space is going to get bigger, and it's going to get big very, very quickly. The current market cap of crypto is $3 million. That's going to hit 5 million very, very soon. It's going to go beyond $10 million. I expect it to surpass the fiat, the forex market in the next few years. That's how big crypto is going to be. Banks are secretly buying exchanges. Countries are secretly buying exchanges, yet they don't talk about it, but you will see more of this, and you will see it when it's too late. So now's the best time ever to start in the crypto space. This is my YouTube channel. So if you search out Dr. Jav, you can subscribe to this channel, and you can just see some of the videos that I've put up recently. And basically, if you know anyone who's also interested in trading the markets, you can direct them to this channel because it will help them out as well. You might know someone who can become extremely well or do extremely well in this space. So some people learn slower than others, but someone you might know can do very, very well. I've heard of 13-year-olds, 15-year-olds becoming crypto millionaires through NFTs or whatever else, because they've been able to assimilate the information very, very quickly. So my recommendation to you is the video I'm doing at the moment. This webinar is recorded as well. So after this call, Kalani, I'll send you a copy of that recording. It's on YouTube. Please pass it on to every single person in your team and every single person that you know, because digital money is here to stay. It's very, very important. And a lot of people can do extremely well from this space. We've had many, many people, again, no names, but many, many people that have jacked in their jobs just purely on the back of cryptocurrency. That's how powerful cryptocurrency is. And today I did this video. We had the new all-time high for Ethereum. I'll talk about Bitcoin. If you were to watch this video here, this goes into the basics of altcoins. So, you know, for example, if I was to mention just a few altcoins here, I'd recommend, obviously, you've got Ethereum, you've got Polkadot, Cardano, there's Chainlink, excuse me. So if you were to watch this video, we talk about how to buy other altcoins as well. And if you don't yet have an IC Markets Brokers account, there's a video here showing you how to do that as well. And there's knowledge here, and our own knowledge bank as well in the back office, which I recommend you use. And yeah, that is all I wanted to cover today. Does anybody have any questions at this stage? Let me see if I can find my chat box. 1 second. Yeah, does anybody have any questions at this stage? And then I can answer those before we move on. If you don't know who I am, even after this call, you can find me on any of my social media channels. So Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. And again, on those channels, I do cover cryptocurrency in a lot of detail as well. And that is all I wanted to cover today. Kulani, do you have any questions at this stage?
No, I don't, Dr. Jav, but it looks like we have a very quiet bunch tonight.
No, that's good for me because it means I can go to sleep.
But thank you so much for giving your time. I'm sure all the team really appreciate everything that you've shared to us and the great knowledge that you've passed to us. And yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Jav.
Yeah, and folks, just quickly summarize. If you're unsure about something, just do it, because it's just do it anyway. And I've forgotten his name who said that, but that's the best way to learn. And that's how I learned in cryptocurrencies. When I was first introduced to Bitcoin, I thought, it's a scam, because I was used to fiat money, your pounds, your dollars. And then someone said to me, hold on, there's something called Bitcoin and it's on your computer and you can spend it. And initially I thought it's a scam, but I did it anyway. And that's how I learned, and that's why I'm here today. So again, thank you all for your time. Jump onto my YouTube channel. Please do subscribe, like and share this video with people that you know that are interested in the crypto space, and also obviously our existing mastermind team as well. You can learn from this video too. So my name is Dr. Jav. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Kalani. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
and I'll see you very, very soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.